Look at that. Woo! Hey everybody, my name's John and welcome to my channel. I have a new addition to my cook kit, so stay with me and we'll get started. You're looking at the Pathfinder stainless steel plate. I'm gonna double it as a frying pan, and it weighs about 4.5 ounces. To give you a feel for the size, this is the Pathfinder 2-quart bush pot with its stove, and it'll nest right down into the plate. It makes a good kit. Here's you another feel for the size of the pan. You can see I can get 5 sausages in there. I got a couple of new pieces of gear. One of them is this pot grabber. It's an MSR pot grabber. And this is going to work out well. I was using a glove, but this is going to be better. This will let me hold the pan kind of up over the fire if I wanted to, and my glove was getting a little hot at times, so I think this will be a better setup. The next piece of gear I added to my kit was this full Windsor splitter. That's what it's called. It's made out of titanium, and it's a spork and a spatula, and you can connect these two together to make a pair of tongs out of it. Right here on the back is where it hooks up, and you just pull it apart. Now the way you make tongs out of this, if you notice right here, you can hook these two ends together just like that. Now you have your pair of tongs. 1.98 ounces. Let's talk a little bit about this Pathfinder plate. This will be my 3rd outing. Keep in mind that this is not sold as a skillet, it's a plate. It doesn't have a thick bottom on it like a normal skillet would have. It's thin like a plate. But I'm trying to use it as a skillet plus a plate, because I just wanted to take one piece of gear and have it serve 2 purposes. But one of the problems I'm having, and I think it's what you have normally with all stainless steel, is that it sticks when you try to fry on it. Now I tried to do a season for it. Now, it's not seasoned like you would do a carbon steel pan. You just put some oil in this thing and bring it to a boil and smoke and pull it off and let it cool and then pour the rest of your oil out and just wipe it down. It did work a little bit and it helped some, but there were places on it that it would stick, and it could be I just didn't do it right, but it could be that this thing is really a plate and not a skillet and doesn't have a thick bottom on it. Now that's what I'm thinking. But the best method I found out is just bring out some non-stick spray. Now that works pretty good. I was able to cook some pancakes and bacon and eggs without having it stick. Even bacon, this thing would stick, and when you first put your bacon on there and you try to turn it the first time, it sticks. But we're gonna try to fry up some bacon, and I'm gonna fry maybe an egg, and I'm gonna fry some pancakes. And we're gonna see what this thing can do. Now what I did is I put a little bit of water in my pan, and I wanna get this Nano stove as level as I can get it, so my grease won't end up in one end of my pan. I keep this frozen up in the freezer ready to go, and I just pulled it out last night, so it's thawed out. And what I've done is I've taken my bacon strips and cut them in half so it'll fit this pan, and that's the way I freeze it. I'm just gonna put these in here. I'm gonna prepare it before I light the fire, before I light my stove up. You can get about 4 strips in here. You might could put some more on there, but I don't want to crowd it. It's easier to flip if you don't have so much in there. It'll stay flat. All right, here we go. Okay, these tongs should be able to, see, it didn't stick. That was my first flip. Normally that was sticking before I started using this spray. This bacon, that's almost done. I'm just gonna pull my bacon out of the pan and put it on this paper towel so it can soak up some of the grease while I put the other on. I'm just going to wrap this up now. Now what I did is I put a little bit of water in my pan. You see all that black in my pan. Now that'll get on my eggs and pancakes, and I don't want that. And so what I found out that's best for me is just to take this, I brought a pot scrubber, and I'm going to just scrub this pan and clean it. I dug this hole to pour in my hot grease, and I'm just going to take this where I clean my pan up, and I'm going to pour it in this hole. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little salt on there. A little bit of pepper. Oh yeah. I think it's gonna work out though. I really do. Look at that. That thing's not sticking at all. That's gonna turn out good. This is Just Add Water pancake mix. It's a blueberry mix, and you can just get this at the grocery store ready to go. I should get about maybe 4 pancakes out of this, maybe 5. And I'm just gonna add some water to it till I think it's about right. I'm just gonna put a little bit of mix in here. I don't see it burning around the edges, so I think I'm doing okay with it. I may have to take that heat regulator off. I think I can flip it. Yeah, it burned a little bit. What it is the flame is just centered around the middle. Let me take that thing off. See what it'll do. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I think my batter though is a little bit too thick. I'm gonna thin it down some. Yeah, I'm just gonna transfer it right there. All right, here's pancake number 2. I made this one a little bit thinner. The wind's blowing so much it blows the flame over to one side, and so I'm having to kind of move the pan around. That's where this pot grabber comes in handy. This would be hard to do with a glove. I think I can flip it now. Yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty good. Yeah, look at that. It's gonna be all right. That one there did good. Yeah, you need to lift it up off the flame. It gets a little bit too close. It may be good enough there, folks. I'm gonna cook that side a little bit longer. That one there is good and golden. All right, this is the 3rd one. Yeah, it may be ready to flip now. Yeah, I think it is. Look at that. Woo! Yeah, this will be my last one. You can get a feel of how thin my batter is. You can get the thickness of the batter. This is working pretty good. Okay, let's do this last one. Now that's the Crisco butter spray. That stuff works well. You can see that pancake doesn't stick at all. That's how you do it, and that's the way I'm gonna start doing it. I'm just gonna bring that spray with me every time. I don't think I can season this pan to work as good as this. Really don't. Look at there. That's that side, and that's that side. It's getting time to eat. Now for the finishing touch. This is a little bit of honey, straight out of the beehive. Yeah, I'm pleased with the turnout of this plate. It's gonna work as a skillet. I can use it. As long as I use that spray, it works just fine. I didn't have anything to stick today. And all my food turned out good. The pancakes turned out good, the eggs and the bacon. I'm gonna try some of these pancakes. They look good. Man, that's good. That's it. That turned out good though. I liked it. Good pancakes, bacon and eggs. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to me, hit that bell so you'll get notified on my next video, and check out these videos. Thank you for watching. Hear that airplane? It happens every time. It never fails. Helicopter, airplane, a train, something. Every time.